And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move?
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Kick is good.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's say 200 plus?
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Wilson on the tackle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
At the 21-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Jackson will throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson, and it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Browns 7.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Baltimore. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time he is in. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
Ravens 21. Browns 14.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson on the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
One more time with Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
On the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Throwing is Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down and goal.
Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We dominate today!
The Browns drive about to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Breaks through the contact. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jackson. The quick slant caught. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 31, Browns 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Second and 11. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Complete to number
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The Wildcat.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Flushed out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Not that time for Watkins. 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Makes the score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. McCann's got it teed up.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson now. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Mack Wilson able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the gun, Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll let this one go deep. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Chark. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Conversion.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Watkins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
McCann's got it teed up.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run here with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
4th down. Here's Jackson.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Jackson. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
3rd down.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This time Jackson will throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.